Welcome to CBTSport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CBTSport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy.
Good evening and welcome to U-32 High School, where tonight's Division II boys basketball matchup features the visiting Lyndon Institute Vikings against the hometown U-32 Raiders. I'm Carl Parton. I'll be bringing you the call in tonight's boys Division II basketball matchup. Let's take a look at the team matchup. First of all, the Lyndon Vikings come into this game with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, won their first 2 games against Lake Region and Missisquoi, dropped their last 2, one at Spalding and then versus North Country. But that North Country defeat has an asterisk by it. The Vikings were missing arguably their best player, Ethan Lucier, averaging a double-double in the first 3 games he's played this season, 16 points and over 10 rebounds. So a guy that they needed in the lineup against North Country wasn't in the lineup, so they did take that defeat against North Country. U-32 Raiders come in with a record of 0 wins and 3 losses, and U-32, and I'm going to say they have 3 losses, but the first half of both of their first 2 games, Middlebury and North Country, they had double-digit leads and just couldn't hold in the second half. So they're a team that can get hot from three-point land especially, can shoot from the perimeter, like to run, like to get a lot of people in and out of the game. And if they can get you running, good things happen for that U-32 Raider team. Talk to first-year varsity coach Blake Fletcher for the Lyndon Institute Vikings about his keys to the game. He talked about limiting turnovers. They had a lot of TOs against North Country, and move off the ball. So early success really for a first-year coach, already 2 wins. He's got to be happy with that. Over for U-32, Coach John Meadows in his second year, talked about his backcourt defense, wants the press to really create his offense and really shake things up for Lyndon. He watched some tape, I'm sure, and was hoping he could simulate what North Country did or repeat what North Country did, neutralize Lucier, which is easier said than done. Lucier's an all-around player out there, hoping to get that shooting going. Compete on the rebounding end too, and we talked about the vertically challenged U-32 Raiders. No player over 6 feet, period, on the bench or in the starting lineup. So that's a challenge this year for the U-32 basketball team. They've got to, I've said it a lot, they've got to rebound like piranhas. They need 5 guys attacking every defensive rebound, most specifically. Coach Meadows talked about how, coming out 0-3 in a couple games they were really in and leading in the first half. This is an important one. They've got a tough schedule coming up after this one. Montpelier, the 3-time defending champion, Lamoille, who's rock solid this year, and Harwood, who is just huge, is the word I'm going to use for them. I think they can go 6 feet and over 1 to 5 in their starting lineup and a couple guys off the bench. So definitely those are going to be some challenging games. This is a game that the U-32 Raiders and Coach Meadows would really like to get. Let's look at the starting lineup. First for the Lyndon Institute Vikings, we've got a senior guard wearing number 3, Mateo Gomez. We've got a junior guard wearing number 5, Beckett Bailey. We've got a senior forward wearing number 10, the captain, Ethan Lucier. We've got a junior forward wearing number 12, Logan Wheeler, and a sophomore guard wearing number 14, Brent Wells. Blake Fletcher, in his first year, is at the helm for the Lyndon Institute Vikings. And for the U-32 Raiders, senior Cole Pitsley wearing number 3, senior Andrew McKinstry. A junior wearing number 5, Carl Conchesi. A sophomore wearing number 12, Tobias Brown. And a junior wearing number 21, Keegan Rossi. John Meadows is the head coach. Noah Fink is his assistant. And that's your U-32 Raiders starting lineup. We're going to step out for a quick break and the national anthem. You're watching boys high school basketball on cvtsport.net. This game is made possible by M. Brown Trucking, taking care of all your agricultural services, trucking, and snow plowing needs. M. Brown Trucking, you can reach them at 802-272-7009 or email them at mbrown.truckingvt@gmail.com. Welcome back to the action. As you step onto the court, you will notice Zach Parton, usually in the starting lineup, out recovering from a low ankle sprain. So he'll be back for Montpelier is the belief in the U-32 locker room. Athletic defender, good jumper, kind of some of the only rim protection that U-32 has, so he'll be missed for his interior defense. Here's the jump. Lyndon comes away with it. Pitsley finds the loose ball. Raiders off and running and looking inside. Rossi did a good job handling that ball on the pass from Brown. He's tied up quickly by Wheeler, and jump ball possession arrow will go Raiders' way. Now got the scorebook, score clock operators moving quickly out there because back and forth, a couple quick jump balls. Here's the inbound for Concessi. Here's the shot, doesn't go, rebounded by Brown on the missed three-pointer. Rossi kicks it out. Tobias Brown for three, in and out. So important for the Raiders to hit some of those shots early to get into their press and try to rattle Lyndon with their full court pressure. Lyndon on the outside. Gomez into the hoop, doesn't go. Offensive rebound pulled down by Bailey, and it's a fresh shot clock for the Vikings. Offensive possession in any event. Ball on top to Lucier. Lucier to the rack, through the crowd. Shot doesn't go, and second offensive rebound for Bailey. Second chance opportunities here for the Vikings. Lucier again. Kick out to Bailey. Three-point shot and a travel is called against the Vikings. It will be Raider ball. Long 1 minute defensive possession there for U-32 after giving up a few offensive rebounds. What they wouldn't give for a 6'4" big man in the middle that could just pull down those defensive boards. Conchesi passes out to Rossi. Rossi sizing up the defense. Lucier guarding him. Kicked out to Tobias Brown now. Hand off to Pitsley. Here's the shot by Rossi. His three-pointer doesn't go. Pitsley with the offensive rebound. Conchesi now. Kicks out to Rossi. Inside to Pitsley. Pitsley to the rack. His hook shot doesn't go. Like the little jump hook there by Pitsley. Here's Gomez. Coach Fletcher had a lot of good things to say about Gomez, and you can see why as he takes a nice run to the rack with a left-handed layup. Here's McKinstry now, off the dribble. On top to Rossi. Here's Brown to the rack. Kick out to Pitsley. Rossi takes it strong to the hole, through contact and in. Good hustle. Pitsley's going to get whistled for the foul on that one. Good strong take by Logan Wheeler, who will step to the line to shoot two. Wheeler, a junior forward for the Vikings. His free throw is up, off back iron. No good. Wheeler steps up for his second to try to give his team the lead. Doesn't go. Lucier skies up for the offensive board. Brown with a steal. Rossi now. McKinstry thinks about the three. Kicks out to Conchesi. His three-pointer is up, in and out. Pitsley battling for those boards, pulls down the rebound. Baseline jumper for McKinstry, doesn't go. Here's the outlet. Good grab by Gomez to the rack, doesn't go, and this one's gonna roll off of Rossi's fingers. Good battle by Rossi in there on the boards. Here's the inbound pass. Ball in the hands of Gomez again. Gomez goes with his right that time. Very versatile guard. Quick to the hoop. Conchesi out to Rossi. Pops the long three. Buries it. Keegan Rossi. Lucier now looking inside, and Rossi with a steal. Putting some defense to go with his offense here early in this one. Here's Pitsley for three, off iron, no good. Rebound ripped down by Wheeler. And it's Bailey now for the Vikings, guarded by Pitsley. Hands off to Gomez. Gomez calling the play for the Vikings. Gomez loses his footing. And a jump ball is called. This one is probably going to go Vikings' way. And it will. Bailey will inbound for the Vikings. Lucier with the ball. Tobias Brown on him. Lucier to the rack. Poked away by Brown. And I think Brown had ball. He followed through a little bit and caught a little elbow. And that's going to send Lucier to the line to shoot two. Now, one tough thing for this Raider team, because they are undersized, is they always have a mismatch in the post. And very difficult not to get in foul trouble when you're guarding somebody 4, 5, 6 inches taller than you as a postman. Conchesi finds McKinstry on the wing. Head of the break. Since turned over. Bailey comes away with it. Head into the hands of Wheeler. Lucier now, nice dump off to Bailey. Left-handed layup doesn't go. Conchesi pulls down the rebound. Baseline McKinstry for three, bottom of the net. Kickball, we have a couple subs coming in. It will be Edwin Johnson along with Zach Brown. McKinstry and Pitsley come out of the game. At the 3:05 mark. Ball will be inbounded by Bailey. Has Lucier, and it's the and one. Lucier knocks down the bucket. Johnson, who just got in the game, picks up his first foul. Ethan Lucier trying to finish off the three-point play, and he does. He's got 5 points now for the Vikings. Zach Brown will run the point for U-32, finds Conchesi on the baseline. Conchesi fakes the three, takes it to the rack. Kick out to Johnson. Johnson to the rack, his running hook doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Lucier. Ball in the hands of Bailey. Looking inside to Wheeler. Wheeler drop step off the glass and in for two. Logan Wheeler. Great move in the post. Brown directing traffic for the Raiders. Here's Rossi. Zach Brown fakes the three. His kick out to Johnson. Keegan Rossi for the long three. Doesn't go. Gomez with the rebound. Open down low. And good defense. Good dig down by Tobias Brown to recover. Pass was intended for Nico D'Aria, who's checked into the game for Lyndon. Zach Brown again. Finds Toby Brown. Rossi off the high screen from Brown. Zach Brown now looking for an open teammate. His pass is picked. Good defense by Bailey. Bailey now leading the break. Gomez fakes the three. Takes it to the rack through contact. No, good defense, good rebounding by Zach Brown for the Raiders. Here comes Brown now. Gets it to Johnson. Kick back out to Brown. Oh, give and go and give and go. Oh, Johnson can't get it to go. And the Vikings come away with a defensive board. Great passing there between Brown and Johnson. Unselfish, great movement without the ball. Everything but the field goal. Here's Bailey with a three. Doesn't go. Crashes his own board, but Rossi is there. Rossi tries to get around the corner, gets the shot off. Doesn't go. Gets his own rebound, but he might have stepped out. He did. Stepped out of bounds. Good hustle there by Keegan Rossi. Ball on the wing to Wheeler. Skip pass to Gomez. He's going to pop the three this time. Doesn't go. Rossi, good position for the defensive rebound that time. Rossi walks it up. Gets it to Zach Brown. Johnson on the baseline. Kick out to Conchesi. His three is good. Carlo Conchesi. Nice to see Conchesi and McKinstry hitting some early threes here. Get that shooting confidence back. They're pretty vital. The Raiders' success as Logan Wheeler hits another ball from the inside. Conchesi open again, pops the three. This one doesn't go. Lucier with a rebound. Lucier with a crossover. He's going to draw the foul. I think this one will go against Rossi, and it's going to be the fourth team foul against U-32. Rossi will come out. Elliot Zylanga will check into the game. Sophomore guard. Rossi's first. Vikings will go for the last shot here in the first quarter, I'm guessing. To Oria, out to Gomez. Get it to your point guard. Let him get something good. And finishes. 6 points now for Mateo Gomez, and that's going to do it. The Vikings lead the Raiders 15-11 here at the end of one. You're watching Boys Division II High School Basketball on CVTsport.net. This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
It's the Raiders taking the ball. Here's the kick out. Carson DeForge is checked into the game for U-32, as has Nolan Palmer, the freshman. And that's a tie-up. No, a foul. Palmer draws the foul. So we've got Tobias Brown, DeForge, Zylanga, Johnson, and Palmer in now for U-32. Zylanga will inbound. Skip pass to DeForge. Guarded by DeOria. Kick out to Johnson. Zylanga to the rack. Gets the shot off. Doesn't go. Toby Brown's there for the offensive board. Gets cutting Johnson. Partially blocked, but Johnson finishes anyway. Great finish by Johnson. Great pass by Brown. And Brown gets in the passing lane. Raiders stay in their man-to-man here on the inbound. Ooh, and there's Lucier on the weak side. Lucier gets his own rebound, puts it up again strong through contact and scores it. Cardinal sin, never give up that weak side block on an inbounds play under your opponent's basket. DeForge kicks out to Brown. Brown to the rack. Palmer, quick pass to Johnson. His floater doesn't go. Lucier with another rebound. He's got 5 already early here in the second. His long pass. Zylanga and Johnson both get a hand on that one. Almost picked off. Lucier now dumps off to Bailey. Lucier for 3, around and out, and Brown pulls down another rebound. Here's Palmer now running the show for U-32. Out to Zylanga on the baseline. Tries to shuttle a pass in, but 3 Viking defenders are there. Scrappy, intense defense by the freshman, Palmer. Here's the shot from the baseline. Does not go for Lucier. Got another offensive rebound for Bailey, and the finish for Logan Wheeler. Coach Meadows wants a timeout. We'll take it too. You're watching Boys High School Basketball on CVTsport.net.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org. and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Good timeout by Coach John Meadows. Could kind of feel the momentum moving toward the Lyndon Vikings, and he didn't want them to keep getting those inside looks. He brings Keegan Rossi back into the game. Toby Brown is going to get his first rest of the evening. Just clearing up some logistics there at the scorer's table, making sure that possession arrow is going the right direction. Zylanga calling the play now for U-32 as he brings it up. Gets Palmer in the middle. Palmer to DeForge for three. Oh, just off. Lucier with yet another rebound. Lucier, Coach Fletcher talked about running a point forward. You know, he's got a handle. He can bring it up if he has to. He can shoot the three. He can definitely take it to the rack like this, and he's going to draw the foul. It's going to be the second whistle on Edwin Johnson. I mentioned the Raiders without the services of high-jumping Zach Parton, and that was Zach Parton land from the help side right there, where he would have been up an extra foot there to try to slap that one away. Checking into the game, Jackson Dwyer, the junior guard for the Vikings. Lucier hits his first and second. 5 points from the free throw line. 9 points total for Lucier. So DeForge passes on the three, takes it to the rack, kick out to Palmer. Rossi's three-pointer, bottom of the net. Like it when Rossi is hitting those shots. There's the kick on the wide side. Bailey gets it back into the hands of Lucier. With Gomez out, Lucier kind of runs the point out there. Here's the strong take, and the left-handed layup is good for Nico D'Oria. First bucket of the night. Palmer on the wing. Rossi's three, no good. Bailey now looking ahead, and too far under the hoop was Dwyer. Nice hustle getting in front of the pack that time. DeForge now, spin move baseline, and Lucier with a big block shot. Lucier got up on that one. Palmer will inbound for the Raiders. Zylanga now, guarded by Bailey. Johnson, DeForge pops the three, this one's long. And Bailey pulls down the board. Bailey, cut off at the pass. Zylanga with a near steal. Great hustle, bodies on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow will go Vikings way. I was saying that earlier to some Raider fans that with the size that U-32 has, they need a lot of Marcus Smart guards out there, guys willing to dive on the floor, mix it up, bang bodies. And Zylanga did a good job that time, filling that Marcus Smart style guard role. Here's the inbound by Bailey. And it's a turnover, good defense that time. Johnson got to that block first that time and did not give the Vikings a chance to get the open look. Zylanga will dribble it up for the Raiders. Palmer to the rack, up and under, and Lucier's there for another rebound. And good hustle that time. Getting that loose ball by Connor Wood, preventing the turnover. Ball in the hands of D'Oria. D'Oria to the rack, through contact, no call. Ball's kept alive. Rossi comes away with it. Open teammate ahead. Keeps it himself. Takes the shot and draws the foul. Rossi will step to the line to shoot 2. Did a good job drawing the defense that time. Free throw is up and no good. Back into the game comes Logan Wheeler. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound pulled down there by Connor Wood. Quick fast break ahead for the Vikings. Back into the hands of Wood. Looking inside. Johnson gets his hand on the pass. Lucier's floater doesn't go, and Rossi pulls down the rebound. Rossi to the rack. Draws the foul and hits the bucket. Rossi has 10 now. Jackson Lemaire, the freshman, checks into the game. Silenga goes out. Palmer goes out. Conchesi back in. Lemaire went 4 for 5. As Rossi hits the free throw to finish off the three-point play. Lemaire went 4 for 5 from three-point land against Spalding last week. This one rolls off of a Viking fingertip. Raiders will get the ball back. Cole Pitsley will check back into the game for Johnson. Conchesi now dribbles it up for the Raiders. Lemaire to DeForge. Conchesi fakes the 3, his kick out to DeForge. DeForge to the rack, layup doesn't go. Pitsley there for another offensive rebound. Rossi's 3 is off. Good battle by Pitsley, he kept that one alive and wins the Raiders the ball. Conchesi with the inbound. 5-second call. Waited there to try to find Rossi. Might have had Lemaire a little bit earlier. Good news is the Raiders get to go into their full court press, and I think Coach Fletcher recognized that. He takes a timeout, we'll take it too. You're watching Boys Division II basketball on CVTsport.net. Back to the action. Vikings leading by 4. The Raiders are able to get into their full court press. Exactly where Coach Meadows wants them. They don't want to leave Wood wide open long. There's the inbound. There's the pressure. Pitsley pokes it out of bounds. Raiders drop back into their half-court defense now. Little 3-2 zone it's looking like. There's the floater by Gomez, doesn't go, and this one's knocked out of bounds by a Viking. Raider ball. Conchesi now on the wing to DeForge. Inside to Pitsley. And his pass is tipped, but Pitsley shows some hustle. And there's going to be a foul on this one. It's going to be a foul against the Vikings. I thought I saw number 11. I don't see number 11, so it must have been 12. Foul goes in Logan Wheeler, and the Raiders will inbound in front of the Viking bench. Conchesi now calling the play, running the point. Lemaire pulls up from three. This one doesn't go. Pitsley really hustling on those offensive boards. Gets a hand on that one. Almost makes the steal, but gets whistled for his second foul. Like the defensive intensity from Pitsley out there. Banging those boards. Fourth team foul here in the second quarter for the Raiders. The next one will put the Vikings on the line to shoot two. Gomez now. Inside it goes to Wood. Gomez. Lucier. Quick skip pass. Gomez now off the dribble, and it's stolen by Rossi. Might have been tipped by Lemaire or DeForge there. Conchesi can't save that inbounds, and Lucier comes away with it. Near steal by Rossi. He does poke it away. Wheeler hustles and comes down with it. Gomez now. Here's the kick out. Lucier open for three. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Wells. All bouncing around. Lemaire comes away with a loose ball. Conchesi now down the left side. Has a lane through contact. His kick out finds Rossi. Rossi, another pull up for three. Bottom of the net. 14 points now for Rossi here in the first half. Lemaire with a near steal, and it's touched by a Viking. Raiders come away with it. Under a minute to go in the first half. Raiders have a chance to take the lead with a score here. Conchesi's three-pointer, boom! 6 points now for Conchesi, and the Raiders lead by 2. Lemaire with another near steal and a foul on Gomez. Jackson Lemaire will step to the line to shoot two. It was 4 fouls on the Vikings, not the Raiders, so it's the U-32 Raiders who will go to the line now to shoot two. Coach Fletcher really talking about maybe the contact before the steal on that one. He's going to make the refs think about it a little bit, just a nice, polite conversation, and maybe in the second half he gets that call. Here's Lemaire at the free throw line. First is up and just short. Becca Bailey back into the game. Lemaire's second is up and good. Let's see, there was some contact underneath after the shot. Oh, and it was on Rossi. Little shove there. Unfortunate. Keegan's having a good game out there. He picks up his second here in the waning minutes of the second half, and made sure he didn't pick up his third on that one. DeForge back to Conchesi. Skip pass to Lemaire. Lemaire inside to Pitsley. Pitsley to the rack. Gets his own rebound off the miss. It's a kick out to DeForge. Rossi pops the three and drops the three. So the Raiders, after one half of play, lead 29-25. We'll step out for a quick break. When we come back, it's second half action. Vikings versus the Raiders here on CVTsport.net. Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont Sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
Granite, coffee, manufacturing, food.
It's not easy to make a living in Vermont. We really are the bank behind almost every industry. We care about businesses growing and succeeding because that success is our success. We're a billion-dollar bank made up of thousands of Vermont businesses.
Our customers make fresh coffee for great conversations and pull us out of the ditch on a cold, snowy night.
Wherever you are laying down your roots, taking a risk, building a dream, we're here.
This game is made possible by M. Brown Trucking, taking care of all your agricultural services, trucking, and snowplowing needs. M. Brown Trucking, you can reach them at 802-272-7009 or email them at mbrown.truckingvt@gmail.com.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an access day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Back to the action, Carl Parton here with Talia DeForge, our camera person, Aiden Boyd, our producer, and the Raiders looking good after one half. More specifically, Keegan Rossi is on tonight, and he's got 17 points, including 4 3-pointers. So that's a good sign. The Raiders getting what they want defensively out there, certainly by being able to get into their press, putting some pressure on the perimeter ball handlers for Lyndon. Lyndon's led by Ethan Lucier, as we might have expected. He's got 9 points, 5 free throws, 6 points for Logan Wheeler, 6 points for Mateo Gomez, 6 points for Carlo Conchesi, which is good news for the Raiders too, as the Raiders get started here in the third quarter. Going with their starting lineup, Conchesi off the high screen from Toby Brown. Rossi, Lucier on him. Brown on the baseline, had the shot passed on it. Here's McKinstry now. Off to Rossi, step back, passes on the 3, post up for McKinstry. Turnaround, jumper is good. I saw Peyton Pritchard do that last night in the Celtics game, just like McKinstry just did. 5 points now for Andrew. Ooh, but a wide open Logan Wheeler to get a quick, easy bucket back for the Vikings. Here's McKinstry baseline. Got some confidence from that post move, and he splashes the 3. Here's the baseline for Gomez. His 3-pointer is up, no good. Lucier the rebound, strong into contact, and Rossi is going to get whistled for this one. It's going to be foul number 3 on Keegan. Good advice from Coach Meadows over there. He's like, get your body around, box him out, and you won't get that foul. Here's the free throw from Lucier. 6 points from the stripe alone for Lucier. He's having a field day, and Carson DeForge will check into the game. He will come in for Rossi, who, as I mentioned, does have 3 fouls. Coach Meadows wants him for the fourth quarter run, maybe late in the third, depending on the situation. Yet another free throw for Lucier. Here's Conchesi now. Off the dribble. Finds DeForge. DeForge probing the defense. Conchesi. Kick out to McKinstry. McKinstry now into the paint. Euro step. Slapped away, and he draws the foul. I think it's going to be on the pass. And that will get whistled on Gomez. No. McKinstry will step to the line to shoot 2. Steps up for his first. It's up. So rounded in. Shooters roll. 9 points for McKinstry. Make it an even 10. DeForge. Oh, Pitsley showing some hustle, getting in that passing lane. Pitsley played goalie for the soccer team this year, and that skill set and getting in the passing lane for defense, quite similar. We're seeing a lot of that soccer keeper showing up in Pitsley's defensive game. Here's the backdoor cut, nice pass from Lucier, and Brown fouls Wyatt Mason that time. Mason did a great backdoor cut. Lucier with an unselfish pass. Brown saved the easy layup. It's worth picking up his second foul there to prevent that gimme layup. It will be Wyatt Mason stepping to the line to shoot 2 for the Vikings. His free throw is up, back iron, no good. So as long as the Raiders can get this defensive board, which keeping Lucier off the glass is no easy task, they net positive for this foul. Mason hits the second. Conchesi now being guarded by Gomez. DeForge pops the 3, buries the 3. Carson DeForge. Lucier kicks off back to Gomez, looking for the give and go. Wheeler's in there, and he's fouled. Tough foul there. DeForge and Conchesi were both reaching in. DeForge probably caught a little elbow. So not only did he pick up the foul, he caught a shot to the mouth as well. Beckett Bailey will inbound for the Vikings. Skip pass into the hands of Gomez. And Conchesi with a steal, looking ahead for Pitsley in the break. Pitsley to the rack, left-handed layup, just a little too strong. Here's Gomez now. Here's the backdoor cut by Bailey. He gets his first points of the night on a nice backdoor cut and feed from the top of the key. I think it was Gomez. Conchesi now right into the defense. There's a steal by Bailey. And Bailey, 2 in a row. Conchesi now brings it up the left side, finds DeForge. DeForge to the rack. His fall away doesn't go. And steal, Pitsley knocked it loose. Brown came away with it. DeForge now slows it down. Conchesi now calling the play for the Raiders. DeForge now top of the key, guarded by Lucier. Kick out to McKinstry. And he's bumped off the ball. Bailey now to the rack, and good defense by Pitsley. Bailey thought he got fouled on that one. Lucier with a kick out to Gomez. Gomez, and that's going to be a little push off, but before the contact, I guess DeForge might have bumped him before the elbow came out from Gomez, so DeForge is going to be called for his second hard luck foul there. There's 2 where he took the brunt of the punishment and still got the tally for the foul. Lucier again to the rack. He kicks it off. Gomez for 3 is long, but right there is Wheeler. His putback is good. Logan Wheeler has 10 now for the Vikings. Coach Meadows wants a timeout. We'll take it too. You're watching boys high school basketball on CVTsport.net. Carl Parton back with the action. The Raiders leading by 3. Toby Brown will inbound. Here's Conchesi now on the wing. And the 5-second hand was going there. McKinstry comes over and gives Conchesi a outlet pass. Conchesi with a long 3, in and out. Wheeler with a rebound, and here come the Vikings on the break. Gomez calling the play, guarded by DeForge. Into Lucier. Lucier with a kick out. Good ball movement. Wheeler, top of the key, and it's a 2. It's a 2. His foot was on the line. 12 points now for Wheeler, though. Conchesi now to DeForge, top of the key. DeForge to the rack, kickoff to Pitsley, through contact, off the glass and in. Good strong move by Pitsley. Good pivot. Shot doesn't go for Bailey, and contact inside. I think this is going to be a whistle against the Raiders as Zach Brown, Elliot Zylanga check into the game. McKinstry and Conchesi check out. Zylanga will run the point now for the Raiders. On the top to Zach Brown. Brown finds DeForge. Tipped out of his hands by Luce here, so he gets to pick it back up. No backcourt call on that. Baseline, Toby Brown. Brown kick out to DeForge. His three-pointer is up and doesn't go. Rebound, ripped down by Mason. Raiders get back well on defense. Gomez over to Bailey. Bailey now. Skip pass, and there's a foul inside. Zach Brown got in that passing lane. See, there was a foul away from the ball. Let's see what the ref calls here as a timeout on the court. Nope, just a timeout by the Vikings. And you got to give Coach Blake Fletcher credit. He saved a turnover. Zach Brown had a steal on that one, dead to rights in that passing lane. We'll keep it right here on this one. This is going to be a full timeout, but we'll take a look at upcoming games. First of all, for the Lyndon Vikings on January 3rd, 2025, they are on the road again for a few games in a row. On the 3rd, they're at Colchester. And then on the 8th, they have to go take on Montpelier, and that's not a fun stretch. And on the 10th, at Harwood. So, wow, talk about some hard road work. That's going to be quite a stretch there for this Lyndon Vikings team. And for the Raiders, they've got January 6th is their next game. Montpelier at home, and then Lamoille at home, and then Harwood at home. So 3 of the top, I would say 5 or 6 teams, maybe 4 or 5 teams in boys Division II basketball right in a row for the Raiders. So that's going to be a tough homestand. They're going to have to hope that home cooking is working well for that one. Bailey's three-pointer doesn't go. Zach Brown comes down to the rebound. He pushes the pace for the Raiders, getting things started. Jackson Lemaire has come back into the game. His pass off target, and Gomez with a steal. Gomez behind the back. He's going to get whistled for the travel. Good job by Zylanga getting back and slowing Gomez down that time. Edwin Johnson is also checked back into the game for the Raiders. Here's Zylanga to Lemaire on the wing. Zach Brown. Zylanga out to Johnson. Zach Brown passes on the 3 into the lane. Johnson now into the double team. Brown step back, foot on the line though. His two-pointer doesn't go. Pitsley does a good job hustling back there. Bailey, good strong move to the ball. Wheeler gets it to Lucier. Lucier very unselfish. He's a guy that can take it to the rack almost every time if he wants, but really moves and finds his open teammates. Making the Raiders play some D on this one. Gomez to the rack through contact, draws the foul. He'll step to the line to shoot 2. This foul is going to get called on Zach Brown for the reach. That's the 5th team foul here in the 3rd period for U-32, so it's 2 shots every time now for the Vikings for the rest of this quarter. Here's the shot for Gomez. His shot is up and good. He's got 7 now. Gomez steps up for his second. It's up, and it's around, and no good. Pitsley did a good job coming in, helping out. Lemaire gets it ahead to Pitsley. And there's a turnover, a steal by Gomez. Gomez leading the break for the Vikings. Good footwork that time by Zach Brown, getting in that lane. Loose balls on the ground, bodies flying everywhere. Pitsley's on the ground. Wheeler's on the ground. Jump ball, possession arrow will go Vikings way. Both of these teams want this win. They know their next 3 games on their schedule are not easy games, so this one is one both of these teams need. There's the pass inside to Luce here, and Pitsley's going to get whistled for the foul. He did prevent the layup, though, so. Lucier will step to the line. I have him as 7 for 9, I believe, from the stripe. 8 for 10. 12 points, 8 of those from the stripe. And checking into the game is Joshua Gaskin, the sophomore guard. Lucier's second free throw doesn't go, and kicked out of bounds off of Viking. Here's Zylanga now running the point inside to Pitsley. Zach Brown to Zylanga. Lemaire for three from straight away, doesn't go. Lemaire in the passing lane, he had it, but it slipped off his fingertip. Wheeler baseline three, no. And Johnson's there for the rebound. Lucier with a steal though. Wheeler scores the bucket. Logan Wheeler with 14. Here's Zylanga now, and the Vikings with a lead. Pitsley into the paint, tries to draw the contact. No, Lucier Lemaire almost makes the steal. Brown in the passing lane, and he comes away with a steal at the end of the third. It's 42 for the Vikings, 41 for the Raiders. You're watching Division II high school basketball on CVTsport.net.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
This game is made possible by M. Brown Trucking, taking care of all your agricultural services, trucking, and snowplowing needs. M. Brown Trucking, you can reach them at 802-272-7009 or email them at mbrown-truckingvt@gmail.com. Back to the action. Raiders will start with the ball. Conchesi now with Rossi, Lemaire, DeForge. Rossi with a runner. Feeling it today. Off the glass and in. It gives the Raiders the lead. Lob pass inside. And Toby Brown's going to get whistled for the reaching foul. I think that's going to be his third. It is. Here's the inbound pass, lobbed into Lucier. He lets it go to the backcourt. Lucier, top of the key, goes to D'Auria, who's back into the game. Baseline passing on the three, and it's a steal by Lemaire. Here's Rossi. Pulls up for three. Here's Lucier. Toby Brown just snuck into that passing lane and struck. Rossi now to the rack, through contact, doesn't go. Brown muscles that rebound down. Lemaire for three. No. The Vikings slow it down. D'Auria looking inside for Wheeler and just floats that one long. Gomez back into the game along with Wyatt Mason. Conchesi now calling the play. Gets it to Rossi. Rossi with a crossover, kick out to Lemaire. And it's a turnover. Here's Gomez with a steal. And Brown in a crowd comes away with it ahead to DeForge. DeForge spots up for three. Wanted a cutter. You could see he looked around. Ball's on the court. Good hustle by Wheeler. Good hustle by the freshman, Lemaire. Jump ball possession arrow will go Vikings' way again. Raiders have led 3 of the 4 games in the first half. In the first 2 games, kind of wheels fell off in the second half with their shooting. But a little better this game. Still in the hunt. Conchesi with a steal. Conchesi to the rack, through contact, hits the layup. Raiders by 3. Here's Lucier, backdoor cut, and the finish. Great pass, great finish by Mason. Lucier, there again, that point forward, unselfish basketball by Ethan. Conchesi picks up the dribble, gets it to Rossi. Rossi finds Brown. Pops the 3, no good. Gets his own board though. Inside to Brown. Brown quickly triple teamed and fouled. Good quick passes by the Raiders, and Coach Meadows gets the defense. Cole Pitsley back in there. He's got 3 fouls, but he's making things happen on the offensive boards and really getting in that passing lane, playing with some physicality that the Raiders need. Conchesi now with the inbounds, finds Pitsley and a 5-second call. Just a slow developing inbounds play there, and 5-second call. Lucier, top of the key. Inside it goes to Bailey. Bailey back to Lucier and hits the layup. Vikings now by 1. Conchesi now. Pops the shot, doesn't go. Wheeler open, finds Bailey. Gomez on the wing, into Lucier. Oh, and Wheeler in the right place, but couldn't hit the layup. It was too wide open that time. Here comes Brown, out to Pitsley for 3. No. Brown battling for the board, knocked out by a Viking. Elliot Zylanga back into the game. Zylanga will inbound for the Raiders. Just not much movement in that inbounds play. Zylanga to Pitsley on the give and go. Off back iron, doesn't go. Great looking pass, great looking play. Everything but the 2 points. DeForge with a steal. DeForge ahead of the pack on the breakaway. His layup, oh, off rim, no good. Battled through a little contact there. Not enough for a whistle. Raiders have had a couple good looks here. Last couple plays. Lucier passes out Gomez now. On the wing, he finds Mason. Kick save by DeForge, and it will remain Viking ball. Here's Wheeler, guarded by DeForge. Skip pass to Mason. Gomez now. And the backdoor cut. Good drop down by Rossi that time, but a 3-pointer by Gomez at just the right time. He's got 10 points now. Here's Zylanga. Rossi's 3, no. Tipped out of bounds, and it will stay Raider ball. Zylanga with the inbound. Here's the play. Find Pitsley. Rossi now. Off the dribble, a lot of contact, and it's going to roll off a Viking. Okay. That was a tough no call. It could have been a block, could have been a charge, but it probably wasn't a no call. Zylenga again with the inbound, finds Pitsley. To Rossi, top of the key. Team trailing by 3. Rossi now, and fouled from behind. It's going to be the second team foul against the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. We'll have another inbound from the sideline for the Raiders this time. Zylenga calling the play. Rossi, good defense by Luce here. Ooh, and Gomez gets into that passing lane. I think Luce here has decided he's going to be right in Rossi's pocket and is not going to give him any space at all. So Rossi's going to have to take crisp hard, and that's going to be a foul on Gomez. That's foul number 3 on the Vikings. Pitsley will inbound this one for U-32. Just a clock issue. Oh, foul was on number 3. Refs got that. Scorebook got it. Here's Rossi now. Oh. And great hustle by Zylenga to save the turnover. Pitsley comes hard to the ball. Pitsley now. Zylenga to the rack. A lot of contact there. Wow. And there's a turnover. It's going to be off the Vikings. And the Raiders are kind of pleased. Coach Meadows is like, we should have, it should be third down now after that last series of plays because there were two very good hits by the Vikings. Here's Zylenga again. Rossi tipped out of his hands and off of Rossi. Coach Meadows wants a timeout. We'll take it 2. You're watching Boys Division II basketball on the NFH on CVTsport.net.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Back to the action. Raiders trailing by 4. It will be Viking ball. The Raiders will get to go into their full court press. Pitsley, Brown, DeForge, Zylenga, and Rossi in. Lucier, Mason, Wheeler, Gomez, and Bailey in for the Vikings. Here's the skip pass. Great hands by Wheeler to come down with that pass from Gomez. And Bailey's going to draw the foul. That's only foul number 2 on the Raiders, and you know what? I like it. I'm saying it's quick steal, quick foul for the next 30 seconds. You don't maybe want to get to 5 immediately, but you're going to make a gamble where it's either going to be a steal or a foul. Conchesi back into the game for Zylenga. Here's Wheeler now. DeForge guarding him. And the Vikings will try to burn as much clock as they can. Oh, Gomez with a volleyball tip save, and that could have been a turnover there. Gomez makes a great play, and a timeout by Coach Fletcher. We'll take it 2. You're watching Division II basketball on CVTsport.net. Walk away with this one. It will be Gomez stepping to the line. Free throw is up, and this one's good. Gomez now has 11. There's the offense for defense switch again. And there comes in. And we should have one more rebounder in there. As Gomez steps up for his second. Tries to make it a 6-point Viking lead. Doesn't go. Here's Brown. Rossi for three, doesn't go. Conchesi for the long three, no. And Gomez just slaps it down for the U-32 end. Tracked down by Rossi. Conchesi passes on the three. His pass is picked off. Lucier comes away with it, and Pitsley fouls him. Edwin Johnson getting ready to check into the game for U-32 as Conchesi picks up foul number 5. Or no, the foul was called, let me see, I don't know. The foul was called on Pitsley. Pitsley picks up foul number 5. Lucier stepping to the line to shoot 2. Hits the first. "17 points, 11 free throws for Lucier. 18 points, 12 free throws. Conchesi pulls up for the long three, steps into it, doesn't go. Lucier hits his double-double mark again, and with time running out, he'll step to the line to shoot 2 more. Well, it's going to be a sweep of the doubleheader here for the Vikings. 73-53 win in the JV game. And a nice victory here in the varsity game, and a tight one all the way through. Vikings got some good looks and hit their free throws at the end of the fourth quarter. Lucier for 19. The Vikings will improve their record to 3-2. The Raiders will drop to 0-4. That's an even 20 for Lucier. Time runs out. The final score of this one will be 56 for the Lyndon Vikings, 47 for the U-32 Raiders. Our tournament specialties player of the game will be Ethan Lucier, the senior forward, 20 points on 14 free throws. For Aiden Boyd, our producer, and our camera person, Talia DeForge, thanks for joining us here on CVTsport.net for the final game of the 2024 season. Happy New Year, everybody, and Vaya con Dios. This has been a local sports video production brought to you by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media, Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!